Okay, what's going on, my beautiful people? You already know what time it is. Yes, welcome back. Welcome on back to Manifesting Mondays with Lady CEO. The woman behind the business. All right. So this morning, we're going to be getting into a closer look in manifesting, and we are going to be talking about overcoming the challenges as your life is concerned, the social part of your life being manifested. Okay. Over the past couple of weeks, I know I took a hiatus. I don't know how many of you guys noticed, but it was to allow me space to birth out this new season I'm about to walk into, which is the woman behind the business. It's important for me to start identifying my business relationships, my family relationships, my friendships, analyzing my relationships in my household with my children and my spouse because of this. Because I'm focusing more on the woman behind the business, the woman behind the hype. And what I'm noticing is that the collective of people around me, whether they are assigned to me for motivation or they assigned to me to sharpen my iron like I sharpen theirs, whatever the case may be, what I'm noticing is that all of us are entering into this realm in life where we are holding ourselves more accountable, positioning ourselves to receive and walk in our ultimate desires in our lives and careers. And that's great and amazing. I'm the solution person. I don't like honing in too much on the problem. Once I understand the problem, I'm good. Let me go over here and create the solutions, because I don't like feeding the negative aspect of anything for longer than I should. So here we are today, as it calls for us to take a deeper look in the manifestations in our lives and career. And I want to make sure that you are manifesting the right people, places, and things in your life. But before you do, or before you continue, I want you to make sure that you take inventory on making sure you've cleansed out the negative or unwanted energies that were already in your life before we continue to pile on more. Before we continue to walk into this favor of receiving, you need to be sure that you have a clear and solid foundation. That's number one. All right? So we're going to talk about that. Secondly, it's time to identify the challenges that are still going to arise while you are headed into your next level success, while you are reinventing yourself or walking into the life that you desire. You have to understand that with these people, places, and things that we are manifesting into our lives, that brings challenges, that brings situations that are meant to strengthen us, that are meant to educate us, give us what we need to carry on into that next level success. Now, the thing that oftentimes we look past is the fact that the universe is written in biblical texts, that the universe did not promise us a life without challenges, without trials, without lessons to be learned. The universe did promise us a life where we can grow through these things in peace. We can grow through these things, identifying our cup as being half full rather than half empty. But in order to develop and operate from that type of consciousness, there is the foundation that you have to create before you receive your desire into your life, and receive it in a way where you don't mess it up in 2 weeks or 2 months and 2 years. It doesn't come toppling down because your foundation wasn't sturdy. We have to make sure that we are creating the space and the place, the foundation to receive. And that consists of a number of different variables that we are going to begin to tap into as the rest of the year heads on in. Okay, and out. All right. So today is Manifesting Mondays with Lady CEO, and we're going to be talking about overcoming the challenges in manifesting in our ultimate, manifesting our ultimate desires in our lives and careers. All right. So you have to cleanse and release often. We already talked about that. It's a part of the refinement process. It's a part of building and destroying. Okay. 5 and 8 in the Supreme Mathematics. 5 talks about power and refinement. Now, sometimes when you go through things in life and you're being shedded and you're being stripped, but you're still walking in righteousness, you have this desire for your life and career, and you're moving in this direction that you believe, truly believe that I'm doing everything I can to make this thing completely right. But these people, places, and things keep on getting in the way. These people, places, and things keep on giving me this wrong energy. I feel like I'm being set back. I feel like I'm being challenged. I feel like I want to smack somebody. All of these are, I feel you. These are, listen, okay? But one thing you have to realize and make sure that you're aware of is controlling how you respond when you feel disrespected. It's so important to control how you respond when you feel disrespected in the event of overcoming the challenges while manifesting our desires. Because you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested from the universe to see if you are actually spiritually, maturely ready to walk into and receive what it is you desire. You're going to be tested on that briefly. Just briefly, a couple times. And you have to know that these tests are going to come. That is the part of being consciousness in what it takes to manifest. You have to understand that this is work. It's not easy. If it was easy, then everybody would have it already. And you wouldn't need to sit here and watch this video, have a word of encouragement, read a book to empower you, go meditate to clear your energy. You wouldn't have to do that if it was easy. So let's prepare for the work. And the beginning of preparing for the work is to know that things are going to come to challenge you, distract you, and make sure that you're really about what you say you're about. So in the event that you do feel disrespected while you're manifesting, and this disrespect, you can identify it as something being, okay, you know what, I probably did something like that in my life before, back in the day. But listen, that's not where I'm at right now. I don't necessarily want to even deal with this karma type of thing, because let's be honest, that's what it is. Karma and dharma. You placed in situations so you can see yourself from a different angle. The universe is always going to show you 3 sides of yourself. It's going to give you 3 mirrored images of yourself. All right? So, controlling how you respond when feeling disrespected. The reason why you want to do that, control how you respond, is because you do not want to put any more negative energy or karma into the universe. You do not want to block your blessings based off of a temporary situation or feeling or conversation that someone projected into you. Especially if you know that you operate from a place of righteousness, or you are on this path where, you know what, I know I did some things, but baby, I'm not worried about my problem. I'm trying to get to my solution, and you holding me back type of thing. Or even in the situations where we have our principles, we have our foundations, we have our faith, and the people who are in our lives may not agree. They may not align with our principles. And as much as we may be right, and you should want to align with these principles, ain't nothing wrong with them. I'm trying to figure out why you want to keep being the way you been. We have to be comfortable and understanding, be compassionate and situational enough to know that sometimes people will not use their free will to do what they know is right. Sometimes people not there yet. They're not there yet. They could be spiritually immature. All right. They could still have a lot of trauma and blockages to work through themselves. So even in the event, you could be talking to them till your face turn blue. But if they're not ready to receive it, they didn't hear a word you said. None of it made sense. And so sometimes that can leave us feeling disrespected. Sometimes that can leave us feeling slighted. Sometimes that can put a damper in the momentum you need to carry and hold on to manifest, to receive. And if you're not careful, you could put a block in your manifestations. So it's important to always make sure you control how you feel, how you respond when you feel disrespected. Make sure that you teach somebody, you're teaching people how to treat you in a respectful way. I got this thing where my face, if you've been watching me, I do my face, a whole lot of stuff. It sounds so sweet. I can be saying, I love you. And you see, my face does a thing. Okay? So I have to be mindful of that in many situations, because oftentimes that will take away from what I'm truly saying. Maybe I'm saying something to empower you and uplift you, but it's coming from a place of tough love, and you hear me and it sounds sincere, but when I made that face, I made you feel stupid. When I made that face, I looked like I was mad, so it threw you off. So you have to be careful. So I'm working on that. I don't know if you can tell or not. I don't know. That's my business. I just feel like being transparent, so you can know that I still got things I'm working on too. Okay, moving past, getting past, growing through. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to make sure that you are in control of how you respond when you feel disrespected, because it not only gives you favor, and it changes the thought process of the individual, especially if they the one that did something to you. The way you respond, they like, what the heck? And then it gives them an opportunity to be like, well, maybe I messed up. Maybe I won't right. And it gives them a chance to be like, well, I'm going to apologize or not. Because, we know sometimes people don't apologize, so we can't be held up on that in life. But it matters, the type of energy you putting out there. It matters, okay? Learn to see the lesson in every mess to keep the momentum. All right? When we're going through, when challenges are facing us, when we feel like our backs are against the wall, when you have been doing everything that you are supposed to be doing in this season to manifest, to cleanse, to get the wrong people, places, and things out of your life, and to receive the divinely orchestrated people, places, and things in your life, and you just so happen to get to this situation with this person or not, this place, with this thing, and you hit a roadblock. It becomes a little bit difficult for you. You're not really, now I know this time, this you. Now, I know this time I'm doing right. I know this time I'm doing right, okay? And I want what I want. I want this family. I want to be married. I want to create a life of substance. I want to, but this part right here, I don't know if I can. I keep on being right, the right person, a good person, and I keep on getting slighted. Nobody's understanding me. But when I wasn't doing things effectively, when I wasn't being righteous in my intentions, people like that. Can we be honest right here in this room so we can destroy that and keep on going? Can we be honest? I wish I had my sage in here and my bells and stuff so I can get that energy and just break it on apart. I dismiss it right now in the name of Jesus. I feel it running through my body right now. Yeah, keep giving it to me. But it's important to cleanse yourself of those emotions. You have to identify those emotions, deal with that emotion, heal from it, and move on. It's a process. It's a never-ending process. It's a repetitive process. It is, because it's so important to learn to see the lessons in every mess to keep your momentum. So if you change your view from, now, this person, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and do me. Y'all ain't going to like it when I do me, but that's what you want. Because now if you change it, this is how you change it, okay? This is how you change it. Now, you know something? I'm doing everything that I can do. That I'm doing it. Me and the universe, we done had an honest conversation. I can honestly see, my fault, my wrong, if it is one. I can see where I can just maybe flip a little bit around or respond a little differently than I have before. But ultimately, for real, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to figure out okay, cool. You at a good spot right there. So then you evaluate the situation and you say, well, what can I learn from this? How does this make me feel? The response is what you can learn from that. What could I have done differently in this situation? The response is your lesson. Do I like this type of person that's involved? I mean, I want them to be different, but if they never change, would I be all right with that? That is a lesson. It teaches you how to identify that type, because it's another energy out here like that somewhere. That won't be the last one. Okay? So that teaches you how to identify using the spirit of discernment about that particular person. Same for the place or the things. Everything carries a vibration. Everything has an energy. That's why it's important to learn how to cleanse your energy, cleanse your home. I do that all the time. We're going to talk about some of those sacred tips towards the end. Okay, we're coming up on the end right now. All right. So the tips of today, when it comes down to overcoming the challenges that may come up while you're in this manifesting season. All right, we're going to go over them one more time. First, you have to be ready to cleanse and release often, because you're still going to go through things. Things are still going to bother you. You're going to be revealing a lot of other things that may not have came up yet during your shadowing process. And you're going to have to know how to release it, to continue on, to prevent lowering or stopping, shutting down the momentum you have. Okay? Cleansing and releasing often. Control how you respond when you feel disrespected. Okay? It's all right. It's going to be okay. Even if you got to cut some people off. Even if you never thought in a million years you would have to cut that person off. They just might come back if they learn the lesson on the other side of the fence. If not, cleanse your life. And I'm telling you, you're going to be just as fine with it. Heal yourself. All right? And learn to see the lesson in every mess to keep up the momentum. So, I have some sacred, sexy tips for you guys that will aid you in creating this atmosphere, creating this consciousness when it comes down to overcoming the challenges, okay? Something that I do often. I'm beginning to reveal myself more to you. I like to say unveil myself to you guys as the woman behind the business, because how I'm able to come here and manifest with you guys on Monday, or Wellness Wednesdays, or Let's Talk Relationships, or even help people start businesses. It's by what I do behind the scenes. It's by what I tap into holistically, how I cleanse myself, how I meditate. And so this is the information I want to share with you guys today. All right? So sacred, sexy tips that will enable you to overcome the challenges in your life. Now, you don't necessarily need these things, but I'm telling you, the transformation, the manifestation happens holistically. Now, you may be able to receive without these things, but I'm telling you that the cleansing that you need for your foundation, the centering, being in alignment, the cleansing holistically and restoring holistically is exactly what is going to help you, because that is the bane of your existence. You are the universe. So let's talk about these things. Sage, I'm going to drop the screen a little bit, y'all. I'll pick it back up. So when we're talking about our sacred, sexy tips, okay? This is to cleanse holistically your mind, body, and soul. Holistically means mind, body, and soul. Some people like to say mind, body, and spirit. Ultimately, it is all three of those things, okay? And when you're cleansing, let's not forget about the restoring. So this reminds me a lot of the number 8. I'm also a numerologist. All right, growing numerologist, growing astrologist. I am a prophet as well. So a lot of information that I have and how I'm able to help individuals, my source comes directly from the universe. Put that on out there. Okay, so 8 is the number of building or destroying. Okay, and so you take that and you use that in every aspect of your life as well, just like every other number in the supreme mathematics. But when it comes down to what we're talking about today, as far as, you know, sacred sexy, infusing sacred sexy into your life. And sacred is just being spiritually connected to the creator, the most high, whatever you call it. And sexy is tapping into your innate ability to just be a confident, a cute, a just all up in your how. You see right there? Voluptuous, just sexy. All of that. All right? And you need this in the home, in your office, in your pocket, okay, all of it. All right, so you cleanse his holistically, and you restore holistically. One of these days this week, I'm going to show you the little things that I have to restore. And I also want to invite you to my higher vibe session, where you can come and get a word. All right, I'm a prophet, like I said. You can come and just get some good juju. There's going to be some sage burning. There's going to be some stones around and some music going, some bells clanging. Listen, all types of rehabilitating, holistic approaches going on. So if you don't want to do that with me or in the Sacred Sexy Society, then I'm going to tell you how to do it by yourself, all right? And then we can talk about where you can purchase these items at a little bit later, okay? So to cleanse holistically, restore holistically. You got to cleanse out the negative energy, and then you have to restore the energy back with some good stuff, okay? So that's that building and destroying. The things that I have that have helped me along the years is some sage, okay? There are different varieties of sage, and what I do, especially in my household, when I burn sage, I like to crack a window and cut on the fans, and I open up the closets, and everything that seems like has the illusion of trapping something in. I open up all of those things, and I burn the sage, and I go around my house and I speak positive affirmations. I am not invoking any other deity than the universal life force energy in my home. And I'm saying positive affirmations to put positive vibrations out into the atmosphere. It's no witchcraft. It is absolute energy, and it's absolute yours. It's absolutely natural. So get you some sage sticks to smoke out the area of the negative energy, cleanse the area, and restore it. All right, I love sage. The kids love sage. Even my papa loves sage now. He's like, "What you burning?" "Okay, yeah, I feel good in here." All right. Something else that has helped me is stones. All right. Along the years, listen, I love my stones. I got a couple of them on me. I keep a couple of them on me all the time. There are actually a lot of stones that you can come in contact with, but I just got them back. Someone stole my stones one time before, and Lord, I prayed for them because I know my stones are sacred, and I can only imagine what the universe was trying to do to them for that, so I prayed for them. But I always keep a jade stone on me, a quartz crystal, and an amethyst on me, okay? Stones definitely help me. They keep me protected. They keep me guided. I use them when I do healing sessions because I am a Reiki master as well. So I heal people. I do distant Reiki healings as well. Stones help me. They help me when it comes time to cleansing the chakra, the power, the centers of energy within your spirit. Okay, which honestly, cleansing and releasing often. Okay, that is a healing process. Okay, you can only cleanse and release if you're ready to heal. You want to heal yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And then you have the sounds. In my house, let me see, I think about 70% of the time I have some type of meditation, healing, music playing. 90% of the time, especially when the house is in a disarray. Can we be honest? I have a 13-year-old, a 10-year-old, and 2-year-old, and I just started taking care of my grandfather. So a lot of the times the house can be very, very chaotic. And in order to kind of cut through that energy, or to stabilize the energy, I oftentimes play those sounds. Okay, and also next is meditation. I actually meditate a lot, and meditation doesn't necessarily mean that you're trying to clear your mind, or you are it doesn't necessarily mean that you are trying to cleanse your mind, or you have to sit in this position where you are just absolutely, but during meditation, you sit and you calm yourself and you align yourself. You get yourself centered. It's not about quieting the thoughts in your head. It's not about that. It's about being intentional, connecting with the thoughts in your head, which will enable you to receive better. Understand what the universe is trying to say to you. It allows you to feel every movement and thought within your body. It centers you. And when you're centered and you're aligned, you're able to receive more information better. You're able to identify more of what it is you need to do in your life. And so it's important. It's absolutely important. Absolutely. Next is affirmations. Okay, and I'm going to go Wellness Wednesday. I'm actually going to go a little bit deeper into these things. I may even do some demonstrations for you guys so you can actually see what I be getting into, type of thing. Again, like I said, it's high time to introduce you to the woman behind the business so you can understand how I actually get these things done. Okay, really. All right. And so affirmations are just basically I am statements. And I am courageous. I am protected. I am loved. I am kept. I am amazing. I am on time. I am just positivity in your life, things that you desire that maybe you aren't right now. Maybe you can be better in some things. Well, say them, affirm those things into your life and become them. Okay, so basically this is it. Overcoming challenges. Listen, cleanse and release often because things are going to be happening. Things are happening now, ain't it? Things are happening right now. Small things, they could be big or small, it don't matter. Things are happening now. And you have to be able to identify them, deal with it, cleanse, and release it. All right, to keep your momentum, because we still got to manifest. We still have some manifesting to do. Then, and remember to control how you respond when you feel disrespected. And learn to see the lesson in every mess to keep your momentum. As far as your sage, your stones, sounds, meditations, and affirmations, I'm going to be launching my Sacred Sexy Society store this week, Friday actually. So if you're interested in finding out what how you can be in the lineup to get the reminder about the store opening up, so you can get you some sage and some stones and say meditations and affirmation guides, then drop your email down below. Okay, it's important. And then if you do not purchase your sage, your stones, and anything else from me, I want you to make sure that the vendor or the merchant that you're purchasing your things from, that they cleanse their area, because you don't want to get sage and then have to cleanse over the sage, or you know what I mean, because of where it came from, or even the stones even. But regardless of where I get my stones from, I always cleanse them after I receive them. But period. Okay, so just be mindful of that as well. Well, it's my time. I am so honored to have you here with me. I just want to remind you guys, ladies in particular, men, this event is not for you. Everything else that I have in some sort of way is for men and women, but this particular event is not though. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys, all right? Because Kiss Boot Camp, I got the shirt on right here. Sacred Sexy actually comes from my program that I have. It's called Kiss Boot Camp. And KISS is actually a 14-day program for women that assists them in the transformation or improvement in their lives and careers by holistic approaches, holistic healing, things of that nature. So what outside of the 14-day program, which is free for women, we also have this monthly event that's coming up, and this is something that we are starting this month. It is put together to help us create more funding for the actual program, because even though the program is free for women to go through, the materials aren't free. What they receive aren't free, and so we're using portion of the proceeds from the ticket sales on this event that happens every second Saturday, and we filter those proceeds into the program so we can be able to inspire, motivate, transform lives through products and and other resources like that. Now, in addition to that, we have our Sacred Sexy Society. The Sacred Sexy Society is for men and women. Okay, and in the Sacred Sexy Society, we have things like the Sacred Sexy Store that helps you purchase the items and resources and products necessary to aid you in holistically cleansing your life and manifesting your ultimate desire in your life and career. Okay, so I am Lady CEO. Listen, I'm one of the ways to go. Today has been Manifesting Monday. I want to make sure that you stay connected and tuned in. Wellness Wednesday is coming right on up, okay?